What is this called? You probably answered a scale. No, I'll try again. What is this called? All right, now I have you confused, don't I? Well, when a client wants to measure something, what do they ask you for? A scale? Almost always it's a ruler, right? But are they wrong? Well, one of the most common problems technical people have is an inability to speak the client's language. And of course they're wrong, but that's not a road you want to go down. By correcting them and explaining that this is a scale, not a ruler, you're missing the real question. Why do they want to measure the living room? And you're probably irritating them. You don't like it when somebody corrects you, do you? How does this relate to changing the world from thinking that only architects design houses? Last week, Garrett sent out an email telling a story of him being at a picnic and someone asked him what he does. He told them, I'm helping building designers with advocacy, education, and certification. And they said, oh, like architects. Now, similarly, how often do you find yourself in this situation? You're in a meeting with a client, and they take a phone call and say, I can't talk. I'm with my architect. Now, some of you are architects, so that's not a problem. For the rest of us, we correct them by being defensive, but not on purpose. Garrett's email to our community asked the question, how do we change that? Now, you guys sent him some very thoughtful replies. Thank you for that. And from your answers, I sense that we're tempted to fall into the same trap we do with the scale. We go down the rabbit hole of technicalities. And over the years, the industry has created other titles out of necessity, such as home designer, residential designer, and building designer. And using Google, I can prove that this approach is working to a point. A search for residential designers yields 76.3 million results. A search for building designers produces 387 million, and a search for home designers results in a whopping 534 million. Then why are people still using the title architect when searching for someone to remodel their kitchen? That's another question that Garrett asked in his email, and I have an idea. I think we're to blame for trying to defend what we're not, instead of being proud of what we are. Not consciously, though. By informing others that I am not an architect and striking up a conversation about the difference, do I just sound like an adult in a Peanuts cartoon? Or am I just diverting the attention away from the real question? Do you want to design my house? Let me explain it this way. Raising children, I learned a few techniques for handling when they misbehave. Let's say they're about to throw the scale across the room. Now, one, I can rip the scale from their hands and yell at them. No, that's not an option. That's what my parents did. Two, you can divert their attention. Hey, I think I hear the fire truck. It works for a minute, but when they get to the window and find out you're wrong, that just gets them angry and plants a seed of distrust. But by redirecting them, you offer a shift in their mindset by providing a similar alternative. For example, you quickly grab the closest toy and cheerfully say, oh, look, I have your ball. You can't throw the scale, but you can throw the ball. Now, I don't mean to insinuate that your clients are children, although some probably act that way. What I am suggesting is something like this. I'm at a party and someone asks me what I do for a living. I cutely reply, I'm self-unemployed and I work for homeless people. That's my way of doing it. Hopefully they get an answer with like, huh? Or what does that mean? If they do, I know I have their attention. I follow up with, I own a business designing homes. Then if they ask, like an architect? That's when I know I have them. My answer is, no. I prefer the title home designer because, well, some architects will design homes, but homes are all I design. No need to explain why. Instead, go on about what you like best about designing homes. Or better yet, ask them what they would change about their home if they could. And responding this way leaves them with an image of your passion. Use whatever title best describes your services and radiates that passion. My point is, are you willing to help change the world and use redirection as one technique? No, it won't happen overnight. And no, it's not the only solution. But do you commit to stop defending what you are not and start focusing on your passion for what you do? That's how I've seen successful AIBD members do it. And if so, put hashtag Change the World in the comments below, and let's give it a try. If not, no problem. Share your ideas instead. That is, if you haven't already replied to Garrett's email. Thanks for watching this entire video, and have a triumphant week.